Of course, the right wing is going to have some kind of narrative about why Silicon Valley Bank went under. They can't just say it was because of a lack of regulations, which is the reason it went under. They can't blame business because of course we have to sacrifice our bodies and our families for big business to thrive. Instead, they're going with their fave. It was the wokeness of SVB that led to its downfall. So here's Stephen Miller. Oh, sorry, no, we have a spot for this? Should we just jump into this? Yeah, take a look.
And then we see now coming out that they were one of the most woke banks in their quest for the ESG type policy and investing. This could be a trend, and there are consequences for bad Democrat policy. And I think we need to keep an eye on all the banking sector right now.
That's the chair of the House Oversight Committee in the United States government. Like he's saying it's the wokeness. So that's where we're at, people. We can, I think we can't hold our breath for any regulation if the head of the Oversight Committee is like, it's the wokeness. We'll look into why and who put that line out to begin with. But here's just a cast of ghouls who repeated this line. So Stephen Miller, remember him? Yeah, he emerged from his blanket fort to tweet, woke banks, woke law schools, woke airlines, woke hospitals, woke federal agencies, woke military, what could go wrong? Replace the word woke with deregulated, and I'm super on board with that. Yeah, like woke airlines? Is that why Southwest canceled millions of flights? Come on now. Donald Trump
nothing
Jr.
Nothing more woke than lobbying to have bank regulations loosened for years and then having Trump sign a law that does exactly that. It's extremely woke.
Exactly, very, very woke. Your dad is the wokest. His dad is, but he continued, here we go. I don't remember banks collapsing under Trump. You wouldn't, because he had to set them up, and then, then they get knocked down.
Also, amphetamines mess with your short and midterm memory. So I bet there's a lot he doesn't remember happening under Trump.
Also true. I don't remember my own name. I don't remember banks collapsing under Trump, but don't worry, guys. It's only a matter of time till Biden blames him. Sorry, I'm just gonna do my little impression. Has nothing to do with high interest rates, Fed rate hikes necessitated by record inflation caused by his out of control spending. Okay, so he's getting okay. He's trying to blame inflation, trying to blame the Democrat inflation. But then here's where he really gets to the crux of where the wokeness is coming from. Let's see if you can spot the woke, i.e. woman of color. SVB is what happens when you push a leftist woke ideology and have that take precedent over common sense business practices. This won't be the last failure of this nature so long as people are rewarded for pushing this BS. And this BS, it's a quote tweet where it's the head of the financial risk at SVB, Jay Ursapa, who discusses the importance of diversity in our global workforce and says that she felt privileged to co-chair the LGBTQ plus ERG and help spread awareness of lived queer experiences, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So this is why she was too busy doing that, because we all know, Aaron, that when banks set out to do diversity programs, they really become less of a bank and more just nothing but CRT. That's actually their goal. People get into banking so they can low key incept CRT into the public.
Yeah, no, banking is notoriously a really progressive place for sure. I remember being I was working at a bank during Occupy Wall Street, and I remember my coworkers being like, "Yes, Queens, yes, Queens." No, that's ridiculous. First of all, it's word salad, spoken by somebody who doesn't know what they're talking about, but doesn't expect that anyone who listens to them knows what they're talking about. So they're just using kind of a bunch of buzzwords that don't even make any sense together. I'm honestly surprised that Donald Trump Jr. didn't seize on the word diversify, which is a really important thing when you work in finance or when you have a portfolio, and get mad about that. But yeah, he's a very stupid man who thinks and probably rightfully so, that the people who look up to him, listen to him, are even stupider than he is. And he can dazzle them with a bunch of words that mean absolutely nothing.
That's so funny. That is exactly what they're going to do. They're going to be like, no, we just want invest in one area, one stock, the master stock.
Actually, diversification could have saved a lot of these people who deposited at Silicon Valley Bank. That's why you don't just put everything into one specific thing.
For more political news breakdowns, interviews, stories of activism, and me trying my hardest to care about the occasional big celebrity news story, subscribe to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/The Damage Report. And you can ring the bell wherever it is so you don't miss anything.